Buenos dias. Emergency preparedness together. Buenos dias. Welcome to a new morning show at a little bit of a different time. We have a special one today. Thanks for, we'll erase the beginning so we could get right into today's show. It is a Monday, October the 7th, 2024. I'm joining you here from the one and only Orlando, Florida. Let's start with the dad joke in the midst of all this crisis and everything that's happening. What was Incredible Hulk's so good at gardening? Why was he so good at gardening? Anybody out there somewhere? He had a green thumb. Hey, and speaking of green thumbs, make sure you give us a like, share. So, this information, I see it as crucial as emergencies are popping up anywhere, everywhere. And so, anyway, so yesterday's joke. Today's weather is what we're talking about if you're in Florida. You're already feeling um, the how much it sucks to stay mobilized or move around with so much rain. So yeah, we are preparing for Hurricane Milton. Jimmy is not joining us today. But today already drank my coffee, so drinking water. We're gonna get right into the show. We're gonna skip that. I do have a birthday shout out because I just found out Crystal. Happy birthday, Crystal. You are a realtor. So is Jimmy. You guys should connect. So happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing well in Staten Island. We're here in Orlando and we hope to connect with you soon. Happy birthday. Your birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday, Crystal Mentres Bishop. So howdy and kudos. Since we started the morning show, we've been on the 75 journey, or a lot of people, or the inventor, creator of the 75 hard challenge. We're taking it more as a journey, part of life. And so today we are talking about community, but specifically the kind of community that we want to make sure that we're doing together. So yeah, we're gonna prepare instead of panic. Right there. Right there. Okay. We're gonna prepare instead of panic. We're gonna look through it together. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let's put me nice and small in here. Um, I've shared this, I don't know how many times in the morning show, but it's time to go ahead and click on it because, guys, I don't need your email, don't need anything. You just download it for free and boom, you get the PDF. All right, guys, please be sure to download this, especially if you are in Orlando and you're gonna either leave or evacuate or stay. These are the three things that I want to share. So um, for the bag out bag, the water filter is going to be so much better than piling bottles of water and then creating more of a mess. So having a filter, if you are still going to Walmart or Costco, I know that they have those. So a radio, and again, guys, I hope that we're watching this also at a time where we have plenty of time. But if we're not, this is a checklist, so you could text it to a loved one. Hey, really quick, what will be the most ideal things you when you lose power, you want to stay connected on the news and what's going on, if roads are closed or why not. So having that radio, battery radio, is important. Obviously flashlights, first aid kit. Man, with all these news of people losing their loved ones, whistles, SOS, getting help, so important. Just wrap them around your kids, guys. Just and I know we gave one away at the morning show. Shout out to Leslie. And just it's I hope that you guys are taking this seriously. I know somebody, it made me so happy, share this on her Facebook page. So thank you, Barbara, for sharing. I'm just going over a few things, like the basic things about your preparedness is obviously we have these things, but a lot of the items here you could still get it. Costco has the cell phone backup batteries. They have it. So does Walmart. And I know people are rushing to get toilet paper, which is so stupid. And instead of buying things that they could save a life, I don't think a toilet paper is going to do that, guys. If you have two-way radios, obviously these are things that having cash. Today for a loved one, I had to do an ATM, but that's why it's so important for all of us to have cash in hand, because if the power goes out, you can have plenty of money in the bank account, but if the power's out, you can't take it out. So having cash right now, even if it's $20, a copy of your documents, your ID, like let's say you evacuate, how do you prove you live in that house for them to let you get back? It's making sure you have your documents in there, show proof of your address. Um, so again, this is for my friends in Tampa or anywhere near the water. Local maps, again, we all have phones, but when those phones go out, we need local maps, right? Unless you know your roads. I don't know, maybe you're an Uber driver, why not? But these are just basic, okay? Very, very basic if you're leaving, to make sure you have extra batteries. Again, Costco, Walmart has plenty of those for you guys. So these are, again, just really, really basic things. Evacuation plan. This is something we could do right now. It's so important to have a meeting location. Um, and obviously, I'm talking for those who are preparing because they're learning from what happened in Western North Carolina, for basically Florida, what we're about. I know we definitely not going to have power. So we have a backup plan for that. But just knowing where you're going to meet with family members, right? So right now, obviously, I had a plan with my sister. And, as we're trying to get my mom just away from all this, right? Because there's going to be no power. And having AC is so important here in Florida. Out of state contact. So that's something you guys could do literally right now. Let me get a little closer here because this is how big this is. I believe I froze, but that's all good. Okay, there I am. Out of state contact is absolutely um so easy. It's basically, if all of Florida is going to lose its power, potentially cell phone, and you want to know where your friends are at, how are they doing, instead of calling all of them, and instead of your friends trying to figure out, not even your friends and family, you call only one person out of state, person, one person, and that person, it's a designated contact that could say, you know what, so and so is here, so and so is there. So for example, I know I said this so many times, I'm going to use my family for example. So okay, if my dad lives in New York, wants to know where I'm at, call my sister, she's out of state. I'm going to keep in contact with her, let her know what's going on, instead of calling my sister, my dad, my mom, loved ones. We call one person, and that's the person that's going to have the information. I really hope that this is going to be the challenge of today. I had others, but this is going to be the challenge of the week, guys. Just, this is so simple because it doesn't require any money. um Find an out of state contact, especially if you have a big family and you're not trying to call everybody, hey, I'm okay, I'm safe. And I know Facebook does that. So thank you, Facebook, or and a lot of people do that. But find an out of state contact that will have the information and no more worries. And I know it's terrifying to know you a friend or a family is in the in the path of disaster and not having crickets under Facebook. I've done some refreshing for friends that I had in North Carolina, and it was wonderful to see a connect that, their churches were doing something, and that's how I found out, right? Or when they posted something on Facebook, it was like, yes, okay, good, good, right? So, and of course, um, we could be so much and so prepare ahead of time. So that to me is something so simple to lower our stress. All right. And drill exercises. I that is something that man, I know nobody wants to do it because you feel stupid, but actually going through it, I think my mom by now, we've done, she's got a to go bag. We've done so many things. I do feel she's a lot more calmer when we need to move her around or she needs to travel. She's traveling lighter. Before she will fight me on like how much clothes she needed to bring, and I'm very proud of her. She's traveling much lighter, much smarter, and that's because drills, like the number of times that you do this and you go over certain things, right? Like, what do we need to have, making sure your phone's charged, like what's a backup plan if there is a tornado and we're in Florida and we're like in the second floor. There's no basement. Okay, you go towards the closet that has the most protection. And so my mom has a designated space for that. But then we're planning way ahead of that to get mom away from the situation. So, and why this is so important to have all these things in place. What else is additional for evacuation plan? Backup locations and responsibilities. That's a good one. Now I don't believe I've done the responsibilities, but I know like um, what I could say is that if someone is really good at being a co-pilot or navigating, I'm going to bring my mom up so many times in here. She doesn't drive, but she is so the best co-pilot ever. So my mom makes sandwiches. So we already know when we go on a road trip or we're going somewhere, like we all expect a Ziploc bag with a sandwich. And it's the cutest thing. Okay. It's the cutest thing because we all get a little baggie, right? So Jimmy and I get our own bag, we get fruits, so we know the mom is going to pack something if we are needing to go on a road trip. And I know this is a road trip, this is fun, but even now as we're preparing for Milton, mom had a sandwich. She was good to go, and that has a lot to do with like also drills, practicing, and repetition is the mother of learning. All right. Backup locations, we do have that. And, like I said, I was in conversation with my sister, and this is much of preparedness together. Guys, I really hope that you do have someone, a family member, or friends who are serious as you. And if you don't, guys, I'm right here. I am right here. I'm right here. This channel is for you. We take all this seriously. So I'm here for you, my friend. All right. So if again, any questions, this is part of my blog. You could put it in the questions there. Or you could drop in this video, whether you're in Facebook, whether you're in LinkedIn, wherever you are. I am here for you. And I'm so glad to be of service. So let's go to garage pantry. Now we know these are all like non-perishable foods, obviously, because we're We all know that not everybody has like a backup generator. Like that's not the case for so many people. So it's preparing meals in advance that you can eat out of cans, right? And we do have like the gas stove and all these camping gears that we have. um but it's just important to that you prepare without doing any of the cooking. Now for us, right, like we have backup, that's the car being part of our charger, and that's where we will go and heat up stuff. But having the little gas stove, camping stove, that's where we make our coffee. That's a priority. All right, let me look at you closely. Coffee, right? Coffee, definitely a priority. I absolutely believe that having that. Oh, hey, thank you, Miss Charmaine. Thank you. I just got a love. Thank you. I hope you guys are taking it seriously wherever you are. Wherever you are, we got to be preparing because it's not if, guys, man, if you have not woken up to this, I don't know what will. And I know I hear a lot of people saying, but it's really true. If you're not taking this seriously, it's so sad. Some of my friends do not take this seriously. We're talking about getting nails done. Like what? I'm not even thinking about that. But anyway, so thank you for those who are joining. And let's get into the items, right? Because how many of you get headaches if we don't have coffee? Come on, let's think ahead. Let's think ahead of those things that we, like one of the things for my mom has to have chamomile tea after dinner because it cuts the fat. Listen, that's what she said, okay? And I'm gonna listen to my mom. Jimmy and I crack up on her all the time. We gotta cut the fat. That's how we say it, right, Mom? We gotta cut the fat. So it's like a running joke. But those are the little things like a tea bag that can make the difference for someone's comfort in a state of a disaster or crisis. It's just like because if we're planning ahead for that, right? How much does that cost, right? Like a little tea bag. Imagine having a little tea bag right here in a pocket or in your to-go bag, right? It's just so important. These are the kind of things. Obviously, I am doing examples of what I believe is important for us. And so you got to go ahead and decide. Obviously, and that's not in here, it's medicine. People need medicine. I have a loved one that's on oxygen. Actually, I have two loved ones that are on oxygen. They need that 24/7. So we have a backup for the car, we have one for home. So and it's making sure that those items are in your car. So yeah, so there's a few things. So you gotta tailor this, and this is why I left so many additional items here at the bottom, because you gotta like tailor this checklist for your loved ones. So all right, so water again, super important. I did put toilet paper, didn't I? And paper towels. I guess that at that time I must have done that in COVID 2020. But of course, that's important too for hygiene and just cleaning things, paper towel, and all that good stuff. Supplements for those who are not in medicine, right? Having that good to go. Um, Aluminum foil has so many things. Maybe I'll do like a short video on that once the storm gets down. Oh, goodness gracious, you guys. I have been on this one, can opener. All right, yeah, I'm gonna zoom in here because you got all this food that you can have in your garage or in your pantry, right? But what if you don't have a can opener? You can open it. Like how hard is it? How many movies have you seen of people trying to open a can? Okay, I've seen way too many movies, right? Like you're banging, you cutting your fingers. Okay, can opener. $1 at the Dollar Tree. What? $1? Yes, $1. Guys, that's the list. Again, as a recap, this emergency list, it's for you to have a plan with your family, with your loved ones. Again, you don't have any, you drop me a message. Let me be part of this plan for you. Ask questions, give responsibilities. This is such a great activity with your children. Let them come up with those ideas, include them in, include all your senior citizens, right? Give them choices. I'm learning that. I don't tell our moms what to do, and I'll admit, right? Because you want to like take control, take charge. We got to go move things. But if we're doing this in advance, and I know so many times they rolled up their eyes at me, but when Sandy came to Staten Island, I know my mother-in-law was had a different respect for me, and I'm so much like Pat, Jimmy's dad. He was super prepared for anything, and so people see the pattern. People stay prepared. You stay prepared, my friend. Your family can laugh at you, your friends can laugh at you. Stay prepared. I got friends or one friend in particular who tells me, man, I didn't listen to you before. And whenever you say something, I do listen. And but I know that you're not doing that to get cookies and credit. You're doing that to make sure that you and your loved ones are gonna be okay. So obviously things could happen super last minute, again, and we're gonna dive into North Carolina in a little bit, but that's a recap of this emergency checklist. I don't need your email. Please just go ahead and go to the website where you can download it. Again, don't need any emails, don't need anything else. All right, let's get moving here. In the blog, I'll put it in the description. We are gonna continue to give kudos to Rebeka McNair, and I actually have a video, and hope that you guys could hear it. And this is her last video of her updates. I did get someone on Facebook who, and a lot of people, not just Facebook, but there are people who are not going to be willing to download the app, the TikTok app, to find out. So I am here to share this information via YouTube and via LinkedIn as well as Facebook. So let's hear her latest update. Here we go.
It's been a busy, successful day here. Everybody's working really hard. I am seeing and replying to as many messages as I can. I'm just not going to be able to get to all of them, but just know I appreciate every single like, comment, message, reshare, repost. It means so much. And I'm trying to get more of a team together so that we can respond to each and every request, because so many of you want to help and we do need your help. I just can't respond to everything. I'm so new at this. If anybody who has more experience with social media wants to reach out to me, I'm accepting any and all tips. You guys were able to link me with an accountant from the WNC area with the same alma mater as my father, Warren Wilson College. And I spoke with her today, and we have come up with a plan of how to manage this money transparently and in the most ethical way possible. So I've officially connected with Mitchell County as of this evening, in addition to Yancey and Madison. And now that I have a plan with the accountant, we're going to start getting the money out to these fire departments. And I'm really excited about that, because they need your dollars and they need them fast. I'm getting some media inquiries sent to me via messages on Instagram and TikTok. And that is how we're going to get the word out to national and international news. But I need those media syndicates and outlets to email Sonia at gallerypr.com. That's Sonia at gallerypr.com. And I am going through the messages tonight, or as many of them as I can get to, and trying to pull those as well, because we are still not telling the like fully accurate stories on national and international media. And that is our goal, because our goal here is helping our community, spreading awareness, and raising money so we can rebuild. Gosh, we've accomplished so much today. I mean, in the last 3 days, $200,000 has been raised for Total Flight Solutions. Thank you. You guys are heroes. I don't know how much money has been raised for Valley Hope, but it's a lot. And I'll be giving the info about how much we're donating to Valley Hope as well.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. There's a little bit of an echo, but it's not too bad. So for those who don't want to go to TikTok, I wanted to just give a little bit, but I do have a slide of what she was talking about, what I talked about on Friday, which it's like the update from all the places or the things that you could give. So let me get to that. Just give me a second. So again, thank you guys for joining. If you did give, that's awesome. All right, let me share this. All right, so that's the GoFundMe that her and her husband have. So sorry, it's a little, I hear a little bit of my echo. It's a little weird, not gonna lie. So let's get this out of here. Okay, so yes, so they are almost there to their goal, and they've been racing that goal, which is great. And okay, good, I took that out. And let's look a little further. So she actually is posting daily updates, right? So that was yesterday. She did get an accountant where she is super transparent about where the funds are going. So, and she puts the updates here in the GoFundMe. And so, yeah, allotted 22,000 each so far to the West Yancey Fire Department and Yancey County. And you guys can read in there. So this is so amazing of how she's being so diligent about all these things. And here's the other one. I believe, let's go to the one that she has with her church. So, all right, let's go to the one. All right, we're gonna go here. No. Okay. Let's go to Total Flight Solution that she was talking about. This is the one with the civilians who are taking their helicopter. They totally are surpassing their initial goal of 20,000. They're at $209,000, and this is like basically like for gas for them and for supplies. And again, Total Solutions in North Carolina. And their update, it's more in their Facebook page. So let me actually head over there in a second. I think I have it in the next slide. Yep. Okay. So let me move away. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this. So in here, like I said, you see the actual requests on their page. So if we go to comments, these are like in real time, obviously from a few days ago. So I've seen so many SOS here. And so there's tons of information. They're very, very active, and I'm so happy that they were able to just, more people are just pouring in. So anyway, so that's their Facebook that I wanted to share. So that's Total Flight Solution. I know last time I couldn't get the name, so I'm so happy that I have that. So guys, let's go ahead and just do a recap for today and make it super simple. Okay, super simple. Challenge of the week: the cow. Please get a out of state contact, so when a disaster does come to you, to your neighborhood, okay, um you have one person outside that state that could keep in contact or have the information for you and your loved ones. Call your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, a trusted neighbor to be your out of state contact. That's the challenge of the week. We have so many things are going on. I know you worry about other people. Imagine just contacting one person, and let that person be someone who is aware, can write things down, could speak two languages. I know for me that's a mandatory, right? So it's always been my cousin who's bilingual, so I gotta continue to do the same thing. So guys, thank you for joining today. Hopefully this was um, informational on the updates for gluten-free breadwinner who is a nurse. She is a woman of service, and she's organized. She wants to be transparent, and she's a she's out there for humanity. I always get that name incorrect, but it doesn't matter. You know exactly what I mean. Just constantly giving. And thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys at the end of our week, which is Friday, with updates. I will let you know, obviously, how things are going here in Orlando. And if you're in Florida, I hope that this checklist, it's something you do. I know the hope was for you to do it yesterday, last week, but just get it done today. It's still Monday. And if you need to evacuate, please, please, please listen to authorities, especially for my friend. Well, I actually have one friend and then a friend's parents in Sarasota. Please evacuate if the authorities are saying so. So, guys, I'll see you at the end of our week. What a start of the week as we are preparing. And if you're not in Florida, if you're somewhere, anywhere, please, I really hope you take this seriously and prepare today. Let me know in the comments if you've done the challenge of the week. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm here for you. And I will see you on Friday. And with that, we are out of here. And we shall see you guys on Friday. Watching.